What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. We are looking at Flare Network this morning. I'm going to take a quick look at this chart here over on tradingview.com, and this is the KuCoin data Flare Network / Tether. The ticker symbol for this would be FLRUSDT. FLRUSDT. You can see the right here, the second one down is the KuCoin data. So although we don't have a ton of trading history, we have a couple thoughts that we want to share about this. So we went ahead and drew this trend line here, this overhead resistance line. Our thoughts are, of course, we don't know where the bottom will fall in. We do have some much lower prices down in the 1 cent range as potential targets. We obviously don't know if we'll get there. So far, it looks like there's some support right around that basically 4 cent range, slightly lower in the high 3 cent range. I could actually put a horizontal line right around that range. It's basically where we're trading at now. We can go slightly higher, but we're below that level, which is like 440.40. We have some, like I said, some interesting potential support. It's tough. We don't have too much data here. Kind of where we're right now. I'll put a horizontal line there just for a visual. So this is kind of what we have here. If this is a support area, which it sure does look like it, I have to check my other chart actually, which is the BitTrue data. Let me go over to that real quick and we'll come back to this. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. So, like I said, I do have an area down at the 1 cent, 1 point, I'm not sure exactly, but it's in the 1 cent range as a potential area of support way below the market. And the reason why we have a price so low is because this candle wick right here. So I'm not going to put too much data on that, too much weight on that, I mean. And I don't really like that chart. It has a lot of noise. I like this chart. It's simple and it gives us from the day of the airdrop here. So anyways, back to this. So this has a look to me at some point here. I mean, this pattern tells us that a break to the upside should be coming, but that doesn't rule out that we could break to the downside and head lower. Personally, have been accumulating flare right around this 3 to 4 cent range. You know, high 3s to low 4 cent range. So it's basically just a waiting game right now to see how this thing performs. Like I said, we don't have much trading history to go off of. And I don't like these massive candle wicks. I think they are deceiving, especially on and in the early days. What I do like actually is this tight trading here from that day one. Things are coiling up, and I believe that is energy coiling up, and at some point it will be released. Like I said, this pattern tells us that a break to the upside is coming, but of course we could break to the downside. Sometimes you'll see stocks or cryptos break to the downside just to reverse and actually go back up. So that is a big shakeout they do. I would put some weight on these lows here. So the low of the 17th at 38.81 and this low here of 39.08. I think there is some support there. If the price starts to get below those low, we could see a pretty fast and vicious drop to the downside. Just my thoughts, of course. Like I said, we have been accumulating some flare right in and around where we've been trading for the past couple days. So currently, flare is at 3.9, so just under that 4-cent range. Just real quick, guys, if you could go back in time and buy XRP, Ripple XRP, right in and around this 3-cent range, would you have done it? Would you do it? If you could go back in time, 2013, 2014, and pick up XRP at the 3 to 4 cent range, would you have done that? Let me know in the comments. Let that brew a bit. Here we are for Flare, right around that 3 to 4 cent range. Doesn't mean we're not going to go lower. Of course we could, but just let that brew for a bit. So we'll keep track of this moving forward as we get more data day by day, and we can start to calculate some pricing. We can look at some Fibonacci stuff and so on. If we don't count this bar on the 10th of, let's see, what was this? The 10th of January, and we take the fibs, we'll start on the 11th. We'll take the high, roughly, and then we'll take this low, which so far is the lowest, which is 380, 38.81, right about there. 38. We'll call it that. We have a little bit of data here, but nothing too crazy. We could see that our 382 fib level has been resistance right in here. So the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th found resistance at our 382 fib level. We are currently below, let's see, what fib level is that? We are currently below our 236. So if we go to the upside, we can see where our fibs take us. Zoom out here. So to the upside, our 186 up there at 6 cents, our 261, excuse me, up there at 8 cents, our 3618 up there at 11 cents, 4236 up there at 13 cents. So that is based off the current data we have. Like I said, let that question sink in. If you could go back in time and buy XRP at 3 to 4 cents in 2013, 2014, would you do it? Would you have done it? Would you go back in time and buy it? If you didn't, let that sink in. Let me know down in the comments. We will keep track of Flare moving forward. I do like this chart, this KuCoin chart, so maybe we'll ease this one and we'll kind of veer away from the BitTrue one, which has all of the prior noise on it, which I don't like. I actually like this one here, so maybe we'll just use this one. Let me know your thoughts on Flare moving forward. Throw me some price targets down in the comments. And let's see how this thing goes. Does it continue to fade lower? Does it take out this low here on the 18th, which is 38.81, and head lower? Is this the low that we're going to see here on the, looks like that was the 10th at 3 cents on the money? Is that going to be the all-time low for the Flare network? Guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Turn the bell on if you want to be notified. Hit the thumbs up. Does help this video get in front of some other Flare investors, Flare traders, like-minded individuals. And I will catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.